What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We live and direct, baby. What's the word? Quarter bird. Gonna go live stream. I'm gonna live stream for an hour before I head off to work tonight. Just wanted to get on here and chop it up with y'all about the most critically acclaimed film so far this year, Senators, from Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Wunmi Masaku, Delroy Lindo, Miles Caton, Omar Benson Miller, so on and so forth, right? Um, the best film I watched all year. I will be going to go see this movie once again. I will be, he said, if I didn't lose my job, I go. The cinema isn't for unemployed. Now, I hear you. I feel you, Leo. For real, I feel you on that, bro. 100%. I understand it, man. I get it. Um, y'all, T Dominique, what's going on? 504, what's going on here, man? Man, listen, all like you said, all of them did a great job, 100%. But Michael, man, Mike has gotten a lot of criticism over the years. For I guess people saying he's not really when we see Michael B. Jordan, he's really just acting as a version of himself. He's not the best actor, so on and so forth. He's gotten a lot of criticism. In this movie here, if you watch Mike in this movie, I don't see how you can criticize his acting. He knocked it out the park for real. Like, I'm watching this movie. You know how when you're watching an actor and you say that's just a different iteration of that actor. No, Mike I'm talking about, he embodied this role so much. He immersed himself in his role. So much so that the twins felt like real people. That we cared about what happened to them, what happens to them all the time. The chemistry, the fact that he was able to have great chemistry with himself on camera, because for those who don't know, he plays a dual role. He's playing twins, right? And the way that he's able to even interact with himself on screen is crazy. The fact that these are twins, these are twins, who, of course, they have, first of all, the twins could have been dressed in the same clothes, and I would easily know which one was which, based upon the nuances that Michael B. Jordan showed in their characters. You feel me? The nuances he was able to show in each character is crazy. Crazy. T. Dominique, she said, I just saw it today. He did so damn good. Definitely believe he was two different people. Facts. It was so crazy. Like, he could have worn the same clothes. The twins could have worn the same clothes, and I can easily tell which one was which. You feel me? Because one wasn't completely over the top. It wasn't as easy as one is completely over the top and the other one is cool, calm, and reserved. No, there were subtleties in their character for you to know which twin was which, right? The way Mike, again, it just felt natural. It felt genuine. Him get like this performance, I'm like, yo, Mike is an actor for real. Because it was like, bro, like, nah. So people are clamoring for a prequel of this film with the Smokestack twins living in Chicago, running with Al Capone. He did that great he had that great of a performance where you got people clamoring for a prequel. People like, yo, we got to see what their life was like in Chicago. We got to see what they was doing, running with Al Capone. We got to see what happened before they came back to Mississippi. All that, like, man, we got to see what happened when they was in the war. Oh man, Mike, boy, Mike was in his bag 100%. And I remember seeing people saying, maybe this role was written, the other twin role was written for Jonathan Majors, and Jonathan Majors should have been in that role. Listen, Jonathan Majors is an extraordinary actor, extraordinary. But Mike did these characters so much justice. I can't see nobody else doing this role but Mike now. After watching Mike's performance, I'm like, yeah, Mike was built for this role. T. Dominique, you say you just saw it today. Did you love the film? How did you like the film? Shay said, if they film this ish in Chicago, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be entertaining, man. Very, very entertaining. Yeah, man. So, like, look, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm like, I'm going to go see it again. Like I told y'all, I'm going to go see it again. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will be back in the movie theater to watch this movie again. It's just that good. I want to watch it with a crowd of people, a crowd of my friends, all of that, because of the performances that each actor gave. But Michael B. Jordan, y'all, again, for all the criticism he has gotten over the years, I don't see how you criticize Mike after this performance. I don't see it. I really don't see a room for to criticize him. You know, even I'm gonna say this too, man. Even his chemistry with Wumi Masako, that like that's the most chemistry I've ever seen Mike have with a woman on screen. His chemistry with Wumi Masako when he's the character of Smoke with Annie, the way they connected and vibed with each other, I'm like, Mike, is you with this woman for real on camera? Because it felt that genuine. They felt like a real couple in real life. And I've never seen Mike have chemistry with a woman on screen like that before. And the fact, I gotta say this, man, the fact we seeing Mike with a full figured, fully like a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Dark skinned woman, full figure woman. We've seen it with fully black women before, you know what I'm saying? But with a dark skinned black woman, full figure woman, this is not Michael B. Jordan would not really be on camera usually with a woman who looks like Wumi Masako. Wumi Masako finer than Froghead too. She looked good. She looked good. She fine. She finer than a ticket on the dashboard. But we know what most of the time what type of women Mike is presented on screen with. A lighter skinned woman, smaller woman, much smaller woman, right? And to have, again, to step away from that and then to deliver the chemistry that he had with her. Their chemistry is the foundation of the movie. Let's be for real. His chemistry with Wumi Masako is the foundation of the film. And her character and who she was to him, and who she even, how she was praying woman for him and his brother and all of that. And she was into root work and, you know what I mean, hoodoo and all of that. Man, phenomenal. But I'm watching Michael B. Jordan. It didn't feel like, oh, I'm just watching another form of Michael B. Jordan. No, this man is an actor, and he out here getting to it. He's showing his craft, you know. And sometimes I'm glad that Ryan Coogler had Michael B. Jordan in mind for this role specifically, because this showed his acting range. You know what I'm saying? He showed his acting range 100%. Like you say, he stepped up in a major way. Listen, man, you saw his range with this. Cause I'm like, man, the way he's able to deliver this performance to where, again, the twins could have been dressed up in the same clothes and we would have known which one was which. And it wasn't over the top. It wasn't outlandish. It wasn't like, oh my God, none of that. It felt genuine. It felt natural. It didn't feel forced at all. You know? So I'm excited talking about this movie because it's just that damn good. And Michael B. Jordan did that great, you know, on screen. 100%, man. He delivered it in emphatic fashion. You know, black book basis, even the small ticks and nuances between the twins. Yes, the small ticks and nuances between the two. The small thing, it wasn't, and that's why I liked. It wasn't where they were just extreme polar opposites, because that would have been the easy thing to do. Make one super, super loud and super obnoxious and super crazy, and make the other one super, super calm and nice. And no, they both had, you know, they were kindred spirits. You know, they were twins. Both had a lot of similarities, but there were the nuances between the two to let you know, oh, this one is that one, this one is that one. One that's more business minded, one that's like more of having a good time. You know what I mean? One that got a little bit more charisma than the other one, but they both got charisma. They both are charismatic, but one got a little bit more charisma than the other one. One might say something that, you know, he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that. He wouldn't look at it like that. He wouldn't come from that point of view. You know what I'm saying? And Mike was able to illustrate that on screen, which is why I believe he deserves all kudos, all praise, all of that, man, for this role. Man, I can't wait to go watch it again. I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow because I just know it's a lot of things that I really want to pick up on again. A lot of things that I really want to see again, man. As soon as this movie becomes available on for to buy, I'm gonna buy it immediately. Immediately. Um I marvel at this film. Demetrius Russo, what's going on with you, boss? How you feeling? Uh and you say, little CJ, you gonna go watch it Friday? Yeah, go check it out, man. Go check out the movie if you can, man. Go check it out, man. I would suggest and recommend this movie to everybody, even if you're not a fan of horror. It's not scary to the point where you're gonna be just shaking it. Nah, it got some. It's more suspense than scary. You know what I mean? You got vampires in it, as you all may know. A jump scare or two in there, but really, man, it's really more of a suspense and a thriller and a story. For the first 45 minutes of the film, we're really still character building and really letting you know we're character building through the first 45 minutes, telling you who everybody is in town, who the twins are specifically, their past, their history in Mississippi, and their connection to Mississippi, what happened in Chicago, all of that. You find out all of these different things. You know what I'm saying? So say, dang, I can't wait to see this movie. Man, I can't wait till you go see it so we can all talk about it on here. I'm excited to talk about the movie with y'all. I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow. When I get off work, I'm gonna go check the movie out and I'm gonna go, get locked back in with it for real. But yeah, man, I'm excited for y'all to check it out for sure. But Mike is in a different, he's in on some different type of time in this movie. On a different type of time in this movie. It's not the usual, hey, it's just Michael B. Jordan playing a character. No. And I loved Fruitvale Station. I loved Creed, loved Black Panther, but this is my favorite performance from him without question. Without question. You say I'm not trying to see the spoilers. I see the juke joint scene and felt so proud to be Ados. Yeah, man, listen. Juke joint scene, that juke joint, that whole scene and all of that, special. Special. For real. So I would have seen it in 7. I mean, hey, listen, man. I wish I would have seen it in that too. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have saw it. I wish I would have saw it in that too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But even the way I saw it, it still was just outstanding, So I can only imagine watching it in that format, you know. But yeah, it's that entertaining. And I mean, everybody does a great job for real. Delroy Lindo, fam. Delroy, man, Delroy is an exceptional actor. The first time I ever seen Delroy Lindo was when I watched my first Spike Lee movie, which was Crooklyn. Then I saw him in Malcolm X, Romeo Must Die, a lot of different films over the years, and all of that, man. Delroy is special in here. Delroy is special up in here for real. You know what I'm saying? Mike Santana say the movie was fire. Listen, you hear me? Fire. All the way across the board. Black Book basis and Delroy. Man, listen. Delroy felt like a man from the South. And Delroy is from the UK. But Delroy exhibited them black men in the South that I was around when I was down in Mississippi for school. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. Black Book Basics. That scene when he's talking about that incident in the car is so emotional, bro. And how he tells Sammy and them to start playing the blues music to kind of take him out of that emotional element to get his spirit. You know what I mean? Like, bro, man, I can't wait to give spoiler reviews with y'all. Because Black Book Basics hit it on the head. That scene when he describing what happened to his homie, right? And then to his boy, his friend, man, man, that was something there. That was an emotional scene, and just everything that was going on in the scene, the sound you would hear, like he telling the story, all of that, man. It was, woo, yeah, Ryan Coogler and them got in their bag. They was showing out with this one. Seriously. Delroy will always be Woody to me. Ah, hold on. They need a part two of Michael B. Jordan and Haley are superheroes in the 90s fighting bad vampires. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what he's gonna do. With I mean, that could be an angle for sure. That could be like a Blade type of thing, from that angle for sure. That could be like a Blade pitch type. That could be like a yeah, but then I don't want to do too many spoilers, but uh I feel like at that point, would it be like people say it's too close to Blade if they do something like that? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, man, you could go a lot of ways with this movie. And as far as franchising the film, you got people wanting to see a prequel of the Smokestack Twins for real. You got people wanting to see a prequel of their life in Chicago. Jim's Eye View said he started singing, and you see how the blues came from our blues. Right on point. The melancholy, the sad, you see how the music came from the sorrow of Black people, from a lot of our blues that came within our life story, and how music came from that. Absolutely, that is exactly what that scene was to show. How the blues came from our blues that we were feeling as Black folks, and it made me want to tear up. I ain't gonna lie, watching that part. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to tear up watching that part. So I remember when Michael B. Jordan was in this movie where him and his friends were in high school and they had like superhero powers and they could fly. It came out in 2012. I never even heard of that movie, Kid Car. You just put me on to something because I never knew about that movie. Wow. Never knew about it. I gotta see what that's it. What movie that is. He said, Blade can't be the only one fighting vampires. Hey, now for real, you right. He can't be the only one fighting vampires for real. The other group saying, hey, I ain't gonna the vampires was jigging too. I ain't gonna lie, they got to doing that little the little Irish jig they was doing. I'm like, hold on now. It's a little hard now. It's a little tough right here. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little fire a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. It was a little fire for real. K Diamond said Delroy Lindo really was acting like a Mississippi uncle that'd be drunk all the time. He did. He embodied that type of like for real. He really did embody that role in that performance, man. Delroy delivered that. You know, what you say? Zaku Solo say I like how they show the heavyset vampire. They usually show them in comedy vampire movies. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. It's very true. What do they know about the blues? Remington was over there, Riverdale. Yeah. Oh, the movies is called Chronicles. Okay, gotcha. Shout out Omar Miller. Yeah, Omar Miller, man. Omar Miller doing this thing. 100%. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Let's be real, y'all. Smoke's relationship, and I said this before some of y'all got on. His relationship with Annie, Michael B. Jordan's relationship with Wumi Masaku's character was the foundation of the movie. For real. Hold on, the movie said was and is. But yeah, it was the foundation of the movie, man. For real. Cause that again, that's the most chemistry I've ever seen Mike have with a woman on screen. I ain't never seen Mike have chemistry with a woman on screen the way he had it with Wumi Masaku. Not even with his wife Bianca in Creed. He had more chemistry with Wumi Masaku's character Annie than he had with his wife in Creed. What's her name? I just said her name, Bianca. Yup. You can make a sexy sex scene without showing nakedness. Right. And that was that is a perfect point. You can make a sexy sex scene without showing nakedness. 100%. 100%. I'm with you on that. She said, hey, Mac and chat, checking in late. Are we talking spoilers tonight? I'm not going to talk spoilers tonight. I'm going to wait a few more days before I get to the spoilers. But really today, I was just really wanting to give Michael B. Jordan his flowers for the great acting performance that he put on. Because Mike was in his absolute bag. This is the best I've ever seen Mike. And I love Mike in other films like Fruitvale Station and Creed and Black Panther. This is my favorite acting performance from Mike because it didn't feel like I was watching Michael B. Jordan. It felt like I was watching a dude that was immersed in the role. The twins felt like real people who are really cared about, so much so that you got people wanting to see a prequel of the movie. Mike was able to show nuances in these twins to where if they were dressed up in the same clothes, you would know which one was which. Just even if they had the same exact thing on, you would know which one was which. And to me, that is a brilliant performance. And I am happy to say that Ryan knocked it out. I mean, Ryan knocked it out the park too. But Michael B. Jordan delivered all the way. That was the young black blues player, very first ever. Yeah, Miles Caton, his first movie ever. Now he's a singer. He's a singer. He been singing, his mom and them singers and all of that too. But that was the first time he's ever acted in anything. And that was special. He listen, man, Miles was still in the show for real too. Like every time he on screen, you cared about what happened to little preacher boy. Man, what's gonna happen to preacher boy? For real. It didn't feel long to me. I was excited about that every part of it. It didn't feel, it's like certain movies, I love the movie so much they don't feel long. It's like other people said. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it was necessary to introduce these characters the way that they did, the way that Ryan did, because it had us really caring about these characters and what happened to them, because we knew the backstory of where they came from, their relationship with the twins, all of that. You know, we cared about them, and then we get to the vampire part. So Ryan did his doggone thing, 100%, 100%. That's why when Ryan say, listen, man, this role was always meant for Mike. Like him putting Mike in this role is going to have Mike getting looked at in a whole different way to me, in my opinion. You're like, nah, this brother really, really is an actor for real. He said, even my white coworkers love the film. For real, man. Like, it's just that great, man. It's just that great of a performance. Like I said, even if you're not into horror movies, you will love this movie because it's much more than a horror film. It's much more than that. It's about so many different things. Oh my God, cultural appropriation. You know, people being oppressed people from different ethnicities, and even a person from another ethnicity is oppressed and still want to take the role of the oppressor in a way, in many ways. It's so many. The story of brotherhood, story of love, community, story of black community, and man, the scenes without spoiling it. The scenes where they're paying Annie in sharecropper money, right? In sharecropper currency. And Smoke is against that. Yo, use real money. You know, he been in Chicago where like, yo, the American way is real money, finance, not sharecropper. Don't take that, take real money. And Wumi Masaku and Stack, his twin, like, yo, no. This is what our people got. That's all they got. You feel me? That's all they got. We gotta let them know we gotta let them know they belong here. Come in here. If this is not accepted, they're not gonna feel like this is for them. This is for them, man. We can't make them feel like they outsiders where they at, you know what I mean? And the places that's supposed to be for them. I'm paraphrasing, but like even that whole thing, man, like that's a whole nother conversation I can go into. You know what I'm saying? Hey, facts. Now, we gonna talk about that, bro. Like how Grace and her husband, they was down until it got real. And when it got real, they like, hey, look, we ready to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And stuff that Grace does, yeah, we gonna talk about it, y'all. Like when I can give the spoilers, because not everybody in the chat has seen the movie yet. And Black Book, bro, you know, I'm gonna bring y'all on. Because the other day I had people talking to me, I brought people on. I'm gonna bring y'all on when we do the spoilers so we can all talk about this movie together. Because I don't want to be the only one talking about it. I want to talk about it with y'all. So when I do the spoilers, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for y'all to come on and talk to me about the film for few minutes, everybody just get a nice few minutes apiece. You know what I'm saying? Um, when all the spoilers coming. What's a good amount of time for me to get people to watch the movie, y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all, what's a good amount of time to say, all right, y'all, now is a good time. Hopefully y'all seen the movie by now. What should I give people? I don't, what's a good time? Friday? Or y'all want it before the end? Because I know some people want to talk about it before the end. I wanted to talk about it as soon as I left the theater. I wanted to get on here and talk about it, right? But I knew, damn, because I saw the movie on Friday. And I was like, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You said by next weekend. Y'all, Black Book Basis say by Sunday. T-Dominique say another week. Okay, got you. By next weekend, cool. Give people time to see the movie before we can really, really get into these type of discussions, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, because this movie is that type of experience on first watch, second watch, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Really just putting the title spoiler. Yeah, I'm going to do that for sure. But you know how sometimes people still don't really, people don't pay attention to that. You know what I mean? You said, nah, JD said something real. You got to pimp them views while it's hot. Now, hey, listen, that's some of the realest stuff I ever heard in my life, JD. You know how this works. You got to strike the iron while it's hot, player. You feel me? JD know that. You got to strike the iron while it's hot. That's some of the realest stuff I didn't heard. You got to strike the iron while it's hot. Just put up spoilers, so people will know that this is a spoiler type of conversation. But yeah, man, it's a lot to take from the movie, man. A lot to take from it. And I'm just excited to talk about it. Yeah, that whole thing with Grace and her husband and what Grace does. Man. Oh my God. Now, in the grand scheme of things, what she does progresses the story, but I'm not gonna give it away. But like, yo, I like, man. And that goes to a whole further conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, like I was so impressed with Mike's performance, y'all. I'm like, yo, man, with the whole movie in general. Ryan, how they had what they did with the movie, certain messages in the movie, and it wasn't beating it over your head at all. It was just like, it was just presenting things to you, and it made you think. And it was just like, yo, like, wow. Even, man, there's a lot to talk about as far as like religion, as far as like really being free, all of these different things, man. Oh my, I really want to talk about certain things, but I can't. Man, y'all, like when we do these spoilers, it's gonna go up on here. It's gonna go up. Have I seen the trailer to him? Yes, I have. It looks very gory. Very like man. But it looks like it's telling a story of real sacrifice. Like actually, like this sounds like a story like of an athlete sacrificing people to stay at the top. Not like just sacrificing, time and hours away from family and all of that. It looked like we giving extra human sacrifices in that movie to stay a top athlete. You know what I mean? So yeah. You say, well, historically accurate too. I got plenty of cousins from Chicago, me being from the South Delta area. Are you from the Delta? Rico, I went to school at Mississippi Valley State University. I'm in Chicago. I'm born and raised Chicago, Illinois, still in Chicago. My son's mother is from Clarksdale. Her grandmama from Shelby. Okay. My friends was from Mound Bayou. You feel me? All these places are discussed in the movie centers. And I'm familiar with all of these areas. Clarksdale, Shelby, Mound Bayou, all these different places. My homie Derek from Belzoni, Midnight, all of that, man. So yeah, I'm definitely familiar with it. He said, hey, Mississippi from it. Yeah, hey, look, man. He said, bro, the get back at the end just shows you how even after black folks survive, we still got to face the next battle. Yep, can't even rest because it's still some other stuff after we done went through all this trauma. After we done been through all this stuff that messed up your mind and all, there's no time to even cope, no time to recuperate, there's no time to heal. It's go straight to the next battle. You know? Yeah, that end scene with Michael B. Jordan was crazy. That end scene with Michael B. Jordan is crazy. So yeah, we gonna see what him is. I'm gonna go check it out. If Rico Ransom say Jordan Peele movies ain't for me, I'm gonna check out him for real. I'm gonna check it out. He got Marlon Wayans in the movie, playing a big role in the film. So yeah, we gonna check it out. Marlon Wayans playing a big role in there. Yep, I live in Memphis now. They did real depicted Mississippi. You gotta live in Memphis, got you. Yeah, man. Had a lot of friends from Memphis when I was in school. Greenville, my home girl. One of my closest friends is from Greenville. Home girl from school. My people. Yup, but yeah, man, man, this whole movie, it's just a lot of conversations that need to be had around the movie. And man, y'all, we got probably like I'm gonna give like another 30 minutes on. And with me doing that, uh, you know what? Him based on a true story. With me doing that, cause we got a little time. I'm in the last. I'm gonna stay on for like another 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So I just put a link up in the chat. So if you want to come on up on the stage and talk for a few little minutes, or we can do that for a quick little minute. I'll put the link up for anybody to click. You want to get on and say something? Real talk, though, growing up in the Delta, I always had the creepy feelings a kid. Yeah, you just growing up in old, a lot of the old architecture, the old feel of Mississippi and the Delta. The Delta has uh, a certain feel to it. I saw it in the burbs. I gotta see it with my people. Guys, yeah, man, I want to see it with a crew of people, a group of people. I saw it at 11 in the morning, me and my little sister. So, it was a few, it was a decent amount of people, it was a few people in there, but it wasn't like a packed theater at the time because it was on Friday morning. So people were at work, all of that, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a lot of people in there, but yeah. I was scared to leave the theater low key. I went through the side exit. What do you say, Jason Whitlock finally got that? Yeah, 100% finally got his moment. Hey, Darius said, what part of the Delta you from? He said, my girl had to leave when they started chanting. Ish felt real. Oh, man. I felt her. She said she got to get the hell up out of there. They doing that. She said, it's too much, man. They going too far. She said, they going too far. But yeah, man. So like I said, I put a link up if you want to get on and talk for a quick little minute before I get off here. If you want to come talk for a quick little second up here with me, I put the link. You probably got to scroll up a little bit, but you click the link and I'll bring you on the stage to talk. Then I got folks from Chicago. Yeah, yeah, man. My family, that Great Migration did a number. My paternal family migrated from Mississippi in 1960, came to Chicago. So my people came, left Mississippi in 1960, and then was, my grandma, my grandfather, and my father and his siblings, they all came here, and then they've been here ever since. The Irish stepping scene, hey, look, boy, they was jigging, they was getting to it though in that scene, boy. They was getting active in that scene. 100%, boy. They was getting active in that scene all the way. It was an entertaining scene for me, at least. You know what I'm saying? For me, at least, I have to say. But yeah. But yeah, man, hold on. Is that my boy Derek? The Derek Jones in here? Cause it's two Derek Jones on his page. Is that my boy? I hop on the next live. Are you watching your Pistons go to work? I get you. Hey, what's the score of the game, man? For real. Are the Pistons winning right now? I'm rooting for the Pistons, man. I like the Pistons, man. Ryan Coogler can become John Singleton if he keep going. You know what's crazy, Jabari? I think Ryan is going to be even bigger than John. No disrespect to John. John is a brother of Kappa Alpha Psi like myself. So I'm not, you feel me, disrespecting John. But yeah, I think Ryan going to be even bigger than John. Especially as far as commercial success, as far as that type of success goes, yeah. I mean, because he's had blockbuster type films already. He had Creed, both Black Panthers. He has the Sinners. Fruitvale Station was like an indie film, but it's very critically acclaimed. Still critically acclaimed. So, yeah. So I heard Ryan is doing an X-Files reboot. He is, yeah. Ryan is doing a reboot of X-Files. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan gonna be starring in that one or not. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike is his guy, and he said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, I'm interested in anything Ryan Coogler does. Always interested to see how certain things play out, how Ryan delivers certain stories to the screen, because he has a unique way of telling stories and a very adult way to tell stories. It is my boy Derek. Derek, you changed your thing or something. What did I say? Derek. Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't tell you what, bro. I'm like, what is that? I didn't know if that was you or not, bro. But yeah, man, I'm excited. To talk to y'all about the movie when everybody watches it, so I can get these spoilers out. I'm excited to just, give my conversations about the movie. Yeah, I heard about the Shannon Sharp thing. Yeah, it was crazy stuff being said in there, man. All type of the girl was saying all crazy type of texts and stuff to Shannon allegedly. So yeah, he said LeBron is the reason for all this inflation. LeBron and Clutch Sports. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for your LeBron and Clutch Sports people. Book Basic, X-Files was my show. You said she was telling him X-Files was your show. Tired of Kevin Gates. Oh yeah, Gates out here losing his mind. I'm gonna talk about that too. Y'all, 100%, man. But hey, y'all, man, I'm finna get off this thing real quick, man. I appreciate y'all getting on here with me for a quick little minute. I'm finna get off this thing. I gotta get ready for work in a few. And I gotta eat something real quick before I, go to work and everything. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all getting on here with me. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.